One Nation Party is undergoing its most rapid polling surge in 29 years, now holding 27% national primary support, surpassing the Liberal National Coalition in several polls. This momentum is transforming federal and state elections, with especially strong gains in regional and other suburban areas. One Nation has jumped from 6% in 2025 to 26% in February 2026, the highest in its history. Newspoll and rhetoric show mid to high 20s, place One Nation ahead of the coalition. Analysts say the surge is tied to debates over immigration, identity, and social cohesion.
Agitation and outrage, sort of leveraging those things, works very well in today's media environment to really kind of poke people's buttons and get people outraged and angry and so on, often make them feel like there's some sort of external threat and things, and that then tends to play very well in a media environment that is really incentivized towards outrage and anger, because that obviously is the best way to get people's attention. Political parties like One Nation are very good at doing is creating a sense of us and them, to create these divisions and to draw a sort of circle around certain groups that say we belong in Australia and these other people, they don't belong.
We're still opening up the bloody floodgates for migrants to come out here into the country. At the moment, it's estimated we're short 650,000 homes for what Australians need or want. You can't keep bringing in more migrants in the country.
One Nation's policy available on their official website specifies cut immigration by over 570,000 people, stop the skill visa rorting that allows cheap foreign labor to undercut Australian workers, introduce an 8-year waiting period for citizenship and welfare, ensuring new arrivals contribute before they take, refuse entry to migrants from nations known to foster extremist ideologies that are incompatible with Australian values and way of life.
I think Muslim community is just one of their scapegoats. Pauline's notoriously famous for targeting anybody who doesn't look like her. And mind you, there are not many people who've got redhead and white skin. redheads are a minority in themselves. But Pauline's rhetoric has been targeting multicultural and minority communities for a long time. That's what she's built a career on. People are frustrated because of cost of living and housing crisis. That's the reality, right? People are frustrated and people look up to the governments to solve the problem. Unfortunately, the governments so far have not been able to solve this problem or even address it. And in fact, it's getting worse. So people see during these times that Pauline has got a solution because she's given an easy target, which is migrants.
Look, I think one of the things is when there is uncertainty in the world, when there is a deficit of something, I think migrant communities are the first to blame. And I think that's a very simplistic view, because the truth is things like housing are very complex, and I think blaming our multicultural communities for that or blaming migration for that, I think is a real mistake.
Will Singh, ethnocultural officer at University of Queensland, says that international students are now feeling targeted by hate speech.
Now, mainstream politicians targeting immigrants, Muslims in general, First Nations, and now Palestinians. I think students do feel like they're being targeted.
ManTV News requested an interview with the One Nation Party to hear directly about their policies and political plans. However, despite multiple attempts to make contact, we have not received a response in the past 3 weeks. Juliano Oliveira for ManTV News.